Tuesdays with Morrie. Don't mind the cut on my hand.
So I read a book recently called Tuesdays with Morrie. I know I usually talk about hardcore content, but this is for a school project, so just make that aware. But Tuesdays with Morrie is pretty hardcore, you know? Yeah, by the way, so Tuesdays with Morrie, wonderful book. That is one of the most hardcore books. So it's really about just a guy with ALS, and he's just trying to live his final days in peace, man. This man he's chill. He's really chill. But I have to be talking about, like, some of the questions on this question sheet, which I am going to answer 3 parts, and we're also going to talk about some people that came in to my school, and they were old, and they, what's the word I'm looking for? They were teachers, and we had to interview them. And I'm not showing the interviews in this video because I never interviewed them. But we're talking about this book today and some people that we interviewed in school and this experience, because it's kind of crazy. This book made me cry a little bit. It's happy, angry, and all this other thing at the same time, but we got this. We got this, bro. All right, so don't mind the change scenery because I changed it a little bit, but we still doing this. Okay, so recently in class I read the book called Tuesdays with Morrie, and I say this is the first book that actually kind of made me shed a tear a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I don't cry at all, which I know is crazy, and I know it kind of looks like I'm reading off of a script right now. I'm definitely reading off of a script because I script my videos, but doing this for a project, I had to script it. I don't usually script them, but I did this. But this book made me cry, and here's some examples that made me cry. Pages 82 through 85. Connie answered the bell normally. As she was doing, he was not doing good. Very good. I'm not gonna read the full thing of this because it's gonna take forever, and I'm dyslexic, so. But not so good. She bit her lower lip, and I don't like. He doesn't like that, obviously. But she basically in these pages, in these few pages, they're just saying Morrie's not doing so well, and just can't make me cry. Like, you see, I'm pouting. I know I look angry, but just something about that just made me cry. But this book is really good, and I'm gonna say it does have some value. I know most of my YouTube channel is a hardcore channel, but this has values of punk. You gotta love everyone. That's a punk thing to do. Really. It really is. Alright, on to the next part. So my teacher had 2 guest speakers came in, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot the other one's name. But the male one that came in, named Mr. Rushton. I'm gonna say this now. This guy is the punk before punk rock. Not in the musical sense, but in the sense that generally we need to learn to love one another, like a community. He did that stuff way before, like, 70s, 90s, 60s, 50s. Because in the 50s, he grew up in the 50s where a bunch of, like, racism was going on and this just craziness. But his dad, he He hired a cleaning lady. She was black. She only lived down the road from them. And she like came up there. She's like, "Can't bring my son?" And Mr. Russian's dad was like, "Yeah, bring your son." And him and Mr. Russian played, but other people in the neighborhood didn't like that very much. So it's just like he learned to love people. Like he doesn't see like race to be a messed up thing. There we go. We did not curse this time. When I go on these rants, don't mind me. This is going on a YouTube channel that is censored. I hope that curse word is censored because I don't actually curse in some of my videos. Don't check out my other videos. But that just punk. But it also like you gotta learn to love one another, man. You definitely do. Like really, it's really cool. You gotta be nice, love people for who they are, and not like for what they are. You gotta love them. How you treat people how you like to treat others. I do that a lot. Treat people how they treat me. It's just things that happen. Also, that loving one another is like one of the things I learned from this book. It's just so beautiful with this book, and it reflects on times where people didn't like me for who I am and whatever I did, because I did nothing. I'm just a little silly boy. Alright, I'm just chill. But really, just people don't like people for who they are. You know what? Screw them. But this book teaches you gotta cherish every moment when you're alive. Like every moment. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this podcast up, our video. You're watching it, video, but I'm recording myself do this, and it's not really an MP3. It's more like a YouTube video or video format podcast, like something like Joe Rogan. But this is how I usually do my videos. But anyways, guys, this is my final project for English. This is going on the YouTube channel. What you think I am, crazy? But if you're watching this on YouTube and you like my content, and this is the only thing that's going to be related to a book, or I mean, some videos might be related to this later, but this is the end of this video / podcast. This is for a final project. And hey, I almost said it. I did not say it. But thank you for teaching me. I'm leaving this in here. And it was a good year and a good freshman year. You're probably gonna be the only one watching this video. Anyways, bye.
More Productions.